Seeing how bad things were looking, Cecilia persuaded Dustin to forget about it. She didn't wish for him to offend others for her and Haley's sake. Though the Kieran gang was quite powerful, the Forrest family was more influential. Things might get out of hand if they carry on fighting. It was best to back off now before things got ugly. Go, in your dreams. Elena stood at the entrance, blocking their way out. Do you think you can leave now that you've hurt my men? Beating up her men was a major bruise to her pride. She wasn't going to let them off so easily. What? Are you asking for a good beating, too? Dustin asked coldly. HMPH, I know that you're a skilled fighter. But so what? The world doesn't care about how well you fight. The world cares about your power and status. Elena held her head high and said proudly, I'm giving you a second chance. Break both your arms, get down on your knees, and apologize. That's the only way you'll get to walk out of here with your life. You'll be in serious trouble if you don't. The Forrest family did not lack skilled fighters. There were so many of them that Elena had lost count. This bastard could fight well, but she was sure he wouldn't stand a chance against any of the Forrest family fighters. You bastard, don't think you're all that great just because you've defeated several bodyguards. You can handle 10 of them, but can you handle 100 of them? 1,000 of them? You better surrender if you know what's good for you. You'll regret angering the Forrest family. Sean shouted. You overestimate yourself. Do you think a peasant like you is fit to challenge such a powerful family from Oakvale? Mrs. Lansky, Mrs. Pruitt, and several others sniggered. No matter how strong Dustin was, he was nothing compared to such an influential family. My patience is running thin. If you don't get lost, don't be surprised when I get rough. Dustin was annoyed. Get rough, Elena scoffed. She said, come on then, try me. I'd like to see if you got the guts. She had barely finished her sentence when Dustin delivered a slap straight at Elena's face. A crisp sound echoed as Elena was slapped across the face. It had been so hard that she lost her footing and saw stars. Luckily for her, Sean was supporting her, so she did not fall down. How very noisy. Dustin looked extremely pissed. He rarely treated women harshly. But since Elena was being a bitch, things were different. The crowd gasped when they saw Elena being slapped. Was this guy crazy? It was one thing to beat up the Forrest family guards. But he went and slapped Miss Forrest, too. She was the eldest daughter of an esteemed family. How could he have slapped her? Did he not fear death? How dare you slap me? Elena roared as she cupped her stinging cheek. She stared at Dustin in disbelief. Nobody had ever dared lay a finger on her since she was born, much less slap her. It was humiliating.